year. The Browns quarterback injured his right shoulder in Sunday's win over the Ravens, but tests later revealed he'd need season-ending surgery, leaving even Watson himself stunned.
It's tough. I felt like we were turning the corner to really make a run, and I still believe we still will, with the guys in this locker room. I just wanted to be physically a part of it.
In another surprise, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski says rookie Dorian Thompson-Robinson will start Sunday against Pittsburgh instead of P.J. Walker, who started the last 2 games Watson missed. In better QB injury news, Justin Fields is set to start for the Bears Sunday for the first time since he injured his thumb in Week 6. And tonight in Baltimore, the Bengals will be without receiver T. Higgins due to a hamstring injury, while Ravens left tackle Ronnie Stanley is out with a knee injury. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
1230 KXO. It is 7:30 on this Thursday morning, a nice wet Thursday morning. We got Gene in the newsroom. Gene, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I took an early swim.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't go surfing in the...
Yeah, well, no, I didn't surf today. It was a little chilly. I did wet my feet.
Oh, well, mine was a little more, my experience coming in was horrendous.
Was it really?
There was fog everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I heard about the fog.
It was foggy in some areas that you just couldn't see anything, and then it was all clear, and then it was foggy again.
Well, I heard the thing go, so I knew I had to be close to the office.
Yeah, it's a foggy all over the place. Had the foghorn going.
Yeah, had it going.
Should have had one this morning because I don't think anybody else realized they were in the fog. They were all over the place. Driving in. Anyway, got some birthdays to go over. You were ready for some birthdays? Wet stuff's coming back tonight.
Yeah, that's right. I like that. Wet stuff. Okay. Yeah. Well, you're going to tell us about some wet stuff this morning, so
sure. And
stand by.
And the fog, they don't say anything about the fog other than it's going to hang around until about 9 o'clock this morning, but I bet it'll be back tomorrow morning.
I don't have a foggiest idea.
I do have a lot of foggy ideas. I'm getting old. Anyway, we got some birthdays. November 16th birthdays. Joanna Pettit. She was in Knots Landing. Did you ever watch that?
I did a couple of times. Put me in knots, and I said, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Well, you probably saw Joanna then. Yeah. She's 81 right now. Today, anyway. David Leisure, remember him?
He invented the leisure suit, didn't he?
No, but he was in Empty Nest. He was the neighbor on Empty Nest, the TV show. But he gained his fame doing commercials, car commercials, very funny ones. And so everybody liked him, and he put him on a series. And then he did the series and never heard of him again.
After that, yeah, he laughed all the way to the bank.
73 years old today. Miguel Sandoval, he's in Medium. He's 72. Marge Helgenberger, She's on CSI. Now, I've seen her. She's 65 years old today. Doesn't look it, but she is. Diana Krall is 59. Harry Lennox of the Blacklist is 59. Lisa Bonet, she's 56. She was on the Cosby Show. Then she had her own show, and I think she's married to that Hawaiian guy now, that big strong guy, Aquaman.
Oh, Aquaman?
Yeah, I think that's his wife. Yeah.
Okay.
She was married to Lenny Kravitz there for a while.
I remember Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah. So, but that didn't last very long. Yeah, Martha Plimpton is 53 today. We have Missy Pyle of Harold and Kumar escaped from Guantanamo Bay. She was also in Dodgeball, a couple of hits. She's 51. Maggie Gyllenhaal, her brother is Jake. She's 46 today. Actress Kimberly J. Brown was in Halloween Town. She's 39. Comedian Pete Davidson, he's on Saturday Night Live and has a lot of really good-looking girlfriends, considering what he looks like. He's 30 years old today. Casey Moss was on Days of Our Lives, or is. She's 30 years old today. No Gray Cabby on Heroes and My Wife and Kids, 28 years old today. Don't know who that is, but anyway, happy birthday to every one of them. We got some local people coming up. You ready for them?
I'm ready for the locals.
We'll get to them in a minute.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Andrew Kobe Mares, Pedro Colio, Lupita Castellanos, Evelyn Davenport, Francine and Alex Aloya, the twins, Philip Irving, Vicky Heine, Angelica Fernandez, Thomas Gunn, Tyler Smith, Annette Zuniga, Jim Malcolm, Victor Zaragoza, Linda Edwards, Lupe Ortega, Martin Edwards, Sean Hildenbrand, all of you, happy birthday to each and every one.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
And Lock Air Conditioning bringing you world and California news headlines.
CBS News special report, a damning finding for an embattled congressman. A House ethics panel says it's found what it calls substantial evidence New York Republican George Santos broke the law. CBS's Scott McFarlane is on Capitol Hill.
They say he engaged in lies They say he was knowing and knowledgeable about so much about which he's accused and which he has tried to allege others were responsible for. They have thrown the blame singularly on George Santos.
Federal prosecutors accuse him of stealing the identities of campaign donors, then using their credit cards for thousands of dollars in unauthorized charges and wiring some of the money to his personal account to pad campaign coffers. Santos has repeatedly maintained his innocence and refused to resign. The committee says his conduct warrants public condemnation and is beneath the dignity of the office. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
California headline news. President Biden meets with China's President Xi in the Bay Area community of Woodside, emerging to say the two agreed that China would fight the U.S. opioid epidemic by limiting the supply of ingredients used to make it.
We're taking action to significantly reduce the flow of precursor chemicals and pill presses from China to the Western Hemisphere.
Biden also saying the two agreed to have the countries resume military-to-military talks. Biden later saying that he still considers Xi to be a dictator. The U.S. Senate overwhelmingly voting overnight to avert a government shutdown, passing the House's government funding package. California Senator Alex Padilla announcing the vote tally.
On this vote, the yeas are 87, the nays are 11. The 60-vote threshold having been achieved, the bill is passed.
Measure now goes to President Biden, who says he'll sign it. State regulators to vote today on PG&E's request to hike prices. If they approve it, customers will pay somewhere between $25 and $31 more per month starting in January. Gas prices in the state averaging $5.03 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Okay, Gene, we're ready to jump into the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in Brawley at the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With local news, page 1, here's Gene.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for this Thursday morning. If you call the police, well, you might get busted for meth. George Gale can explain.
It happened in El Centro, of course. El Centro police responded to a call from a man who wanted officers to check on his children. The children were with their mother, and she has a restraining order against the man. Police responded to the call and contacted the 33-year-old man. It was apparent that he was in violation of the temporary restraining order by being within 100 feet of the children's mother. He was arrested, and in the process of checking his vehicle, with the help of the sheriff's office canine team, officers located approximately 5 pounds of methamphetamine in the SUV. He was booked in Imperial County Jail on several charges. The kids, by the way, are okay. KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the Imperial County Workforce Development Board is holding 3 sessions. They will discuss what jobs are important for our community and how they can help our economy. 2 sessions are scheduled for Thursday, today. The first are from 1 to 2 at the New Haven Baptist Church in Winter Haven. Also, Thursday, they will hold a discussion from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Grace Smith Elementary School in Nyland. They are being called Community Conversations, and everyone is invited to attend. KXO News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net El Centro Motors mobile service vans. What a great idea.
Well, a business was burgled recently here. George Gale filed this story.
El Centro business was burglarized sometime Tuesday night. The business on North Imperial Avenue reported that money, tools, and other items were taken in the break-in. Investigating officers are reviewing video surveillance footage from the business cameras. The investigation is underway. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The California Public Utilities Commission will hold a public meeting. It is scheduled for today at the conference center, which is located at 4202 Sperber Road. The webcast of the meeting will be available at the administrator.com/CA/CPUC. The call number is 1-800-857-1917. The passcode is 989-901. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, service this morning of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place. And Donna and Pat at the Peanut Patch celebrating their 26th anniversary. A special celebration scheduled for November 18th. There'll be vendors, lots of samples for everyone. There'll be tamales. The Peanut Patch. You'll find them in Yuma. Easy to get to. Just Google the Peanut Patch and go by. You'll love the Peanut Patch. Open Monday through Saturdays, 9 till 5 Yuma time. And you'll find homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee, pecan turtles that are to die for. You'll find so many great items at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. And remember, the Peanut Patch ships all over the world. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, a great place to spend a day.
And it is now time for Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. With Page 2 of the local news, here again is Gene.
Continuing with more local news, another vehicle is burglarized. George Gale filed this story.
A woman reported that someone broke the window on her car and stole her purse. A burglary was reported at about 8 a.m. Tuesday morning at Harding School in El Centro. The woman told officers that a heavyset man wearing a khaki sweater smashed a window in the car and ran off with her purse. The purse contained credit and debit cards, her driver's license, and 2 cell phones. The woman did not witness the crime herself, but was told by other parents dropping off children at the school. The woman was able to ping her cell phone and track its travels to the area of 8th and Vine. About an hour after the burglary, cell phones were recovered. The incident remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the county maintains 2 lakes as public parks. For some time, they have focused on building up Sunbeam Lake, which is located near Sealy. The focus now is changing to Weiss Lake, north of Brawley. They are continuing to stabilize the water quality in the lake. The plans are to improve the appearance, improve the amenities, and improve the buildings. No timetable has been given. The county wants to establish a Friends of Weiss Lake Foundation to help raise funds and oversee the projects undertaken. A mystery box cook-off is coming up. George Gale explains.
They may not be ready to be on the Food Network or be stars of the Food Network, but 2 local celebrities will be competing in the Mystery Box Cook-Off Challenge Friday night. It will be interesting to see who gets chopped. The Kiwanis Club of El Centro is hosting the event at the Imperial Valley Food Bank. El Centro Mayor Martha Cardenas Singh will be pitted against the Mayor of Imperial, Katie Burnworth of Imperial, in a challenge to match their cooking skills for a panel of judges that includes Matthew Cowie and Tim Kelly. The third judge will be available to the highest bidder at the contest. The cooks will use items that would be included in food provided to those in need by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Dishes created by the mayors of Burnworth and Cardenas Singh will be for the judges to choose the winner. Guests will have an extravagant charcuterie table, and a hosted bar will be available. Proceeds from the event will benefit the Imperial Valley Food Bank and other projects that benefit the children in our community. Mystery Box Cook-Off Challenge will be Friday, November 17th, that's tomorrow, at the Imperial Valley Food Bank on 8th Road in Imperial. Tickets are available by calling Vicki at 760-352-1300. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we'll be back for the answer to the mystery, maybe, or at least getting started that way after this.
Oh, we won't get the answer until tomorrow.
Okay, well, tomorrow. I'm teasing everybody.
Okay, you got me.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has a happy hour every single day from 3 to 6 with specials on fried machaca burrito bites, RV nachos, mini tostadas, and more. Plus $2 off tall beers and shot and drink specials. Ready for a fast and inexpensive lunch? Get one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink for only $8 to $10. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
Here's George Gale with a weather update.
The high temperature yesterday is 73 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 53.07 inches of rain reported overnight. National Weather Service says we can expect more rain, 20% chance of showers after 2 o'clock this afternoon, patchy fog before 9 a.m. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies, highs right near 76, west winds at around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 60. Winds will be calm throughout the night. 30% chance of showers on Friday. Partly cloudy skies, highs right near 79. West and northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 53 degrees, 100% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality pretty much good, except we don't know what's going on in Nyland. Nyland is temporarily offline. That's it. Page 1, that's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet the friends, all at Burgers and Beer.
Parents know that our little ones count on us for everything, for nourishment, for protection, and for fun. But what some people don't realize is just how much support children might need if they're going through something difficult. 1 in 3 kids in California are facing challenges that could turn into toxic stress, which can lead to lasting health issues, and they're counting on us to get them through it. Learn how to help your child overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
And it is now time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. NFL, and we've got the Thursday Night Football. That's tonight. Bengals taking on the Ravens, game that you will hear right here on 1230 KXO, and it will cost you absolutely nothing. The playoffs, CIF high school football playoffs, they resume tomorrow. Period Imperial Valley is in the mix, and we got a couple of teams up there. The teams in the CIF football playoffs. Top-seeded Vincent Memorial Scots in the Division 5 takes on the second seed, the Sweetwater Red Devils, in the championship game Friday, tomorrow, at Escondido High School. In Division 5, AA, the Hopeville Vikings have advanced to the finals. They will meet the Army and Navy Warriors on Saturday at Escondido High School. Baseball awards. This is awards week in Major League Baseball. The Cy Young Award winners, the pitchers. The Cy Young Award by San Diego Padres starter Blake Snell won his second Cy Young Award Wednesday, this time in the National League. First one was with the Rays in the American League. New York Yankees hurler Garrett Cole, he was the Cy Young Award winner for the American League, took home his first award unanimously after twice coming in second and finishing in the top top five 3 other times. And also yesterday in baseball, the Los Angeles Angels introduced their new manager, Ron Washington. Washington said his goal was just to run down the rest of the Western Division. The Angels general manager said had no plans to retool anything. They were just going to improve on what they got. That's it. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And on the NBA scoreboard, it was the Mavericks over the Wizards, 130-117. Knicks got by the Hawks, 116-114. Celtics beat the 76ers, 117-107. Bucks got by the Raptors, 128-112. Magic over the Bulls, 96-94. Suns beat the Timberwolves, 133-115. Kings got by the Lakers, 125-110. And it was the Cavaliers over the Trailblazers, 109-95. In the National Hockey League, the Flyers defeated the Hurricanes 3-1. The Kraken and the Oilers went into overtime. Oilers won the game 4-3. Avalanche beat the Ducks 8-2. Didn't know they scored that high in the Hockey League. The other game, the Islanders and the Canucks, they went into overtime. Canucks won that game 4-3. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup this morning brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
In America, the future belongs to everyone, so we engineered the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150, available with a Pro Power onboard generator and a variety of cab configurations for whatever you need to haul. Because the truck of the future isn't created for just a few. It's for America. Ford F-150. Drive one today. Come in now for a huge selection of vehicles, like the 2023 Ford F-150, with 2.9% APR for 60 months. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 2.9% APR financing for 60 months at $17.92 per month per thousand financed regardless of down payment. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 11/30/23. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers.
And it is time for the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. On the business side, the financials, U.S. stocks pulled back this morning after a roaring rally in the middle of the week as investors started to question the idea the Federal Reserve is poised to pivot away from interest rate hikes. Dow Jones Industrial industrial average, NASDAQ composite, dropped almost 0.3%, while the benchmark S&P 500 slipped 0.1%. Stocks have climbed as investors became more convinced that cooling inflation is signaling to Fed policymakers that their work is done and they can ease back on tightening. Dow has risen for 4 days in a row and closed Wednesday at its highest level since August. We'll take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 73 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 53.07 inches of rain overnight. National Weather Service says a slow-moving low-pressure system located off the California coast will result in a few brief periods of light rain showers over the region through Saturday. Daytime high temperatures will also cool closer to seasonal normals starting today, but overnight lows will be quite mild due to the increased cloud cover heading into the next week. Building high pressure will allow for dry conditions and near to slightly above normal temperatures. Weather forecast calling for a 20% chance of showers after 2 o'clock this afternoon. Patchy fog before 9 a.m. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies, highs right near 76. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 60. Winds will be calm throughout the night. Friday, 30% chance of showers, partly cloudy skies, highs right near 79. West to northwest wind around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 53 degrees, 100% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is unchanged. Financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They also offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Hi, it's Jared Onchondo with KXO Radio. Join me Tuesday, November 21st on East 3rd Street in Westmoreland between 5 and 7 p.m. for the Westmoreland Community Food Pantry 5th Anniversary Celebration. Enjoy food distribution, farmers market style, vendors, nutrition resources, and more. Let's gather to celebrate the work of the Westmoreland Community Food Pantry and the impact it's had over the past at the Westmoreland Community Pantry 5th Anniversary Celebration from 5 to 7 p.m. Tuesday, November 21st on East 3rd Street in Westmoreland. I'll see you there.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. A House Ethics Committee says it's found substantial evidence of law-breaking by New York Republican George Santos. CBS's Scott McFarland.
I've read a number of House Ethics Committee reports over the years. This one is uniquely exhaustive, damning, and scathing in what it says New York Congressman George Santos did before he took office. Their review found he misused campaign money for personal use and that he was responsible for filing false reports and false information with the Federal Elections Committee.
An attorney for Santos calls the report, quote, a disgusting hit piece. Now to Gaza, the BBC's Lucy Williamson went inside the big hospital that Israeli forces raided yesterday.
They've been looking for evidence of this being a Hamas base, a place where Hamas planned attacks. And they say that among the things they've uncovered are more than a dozen Kalashnikovs, grenades, personal protective equipment, some of it with the Hamas military brigade insignia on it.
CBS's Cammie McCormick on where things stand concerning the hostages held by Hamas.
Israel's war cabinet is meeting to consider a proposal that would see Hamas release some of its captives, women and children, and an unspecified number of Palestinian women and children would be released by Israel. Among the hostages Hamas holds, there are 10 unaccounted for Americans.
A man has been arrested in connection with the death of a Jewish man during California protests over the Israel-Hamas war. Tragedy compounded in Uvalde, Texas. Felicia Martinez's 10-year-old son Xavier was killed in the school shooting last year. Now, she had a handbag stolen from her car that had several items that honored her son, including a toy he gave his mom the morning of the massacre.
He handed it to me. I said, no, baby, that's yours. He told me, no, Mama, hold it. I'll get it from you later. I never saw my kid.
Flooding in parts of South Florida has closed some schools. Up to 9 inches of rain fell in some places. In the Fort Lauderdale area, Dawn Belmar says it was not a time to be outside.
My feet were saturated. Saturated to the core. My socks, my shoes.
Some places saw wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. Major League Baseball owners have unanimously approved the move of the Oakland Athletics to Las Vegas. One of the pioneers of TV auto racing commentary has died.
Into turn 3, he fireballs his way into the lead, goes out and...
Ken Squire, the face and voice of NASCAR on CBS for years and helped convince the network to air the Daytona 500 live, was 88 years old. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 80 points. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Hey, have you ever been ripped off? It sucks. Having a daily reminder of it is even worse. If you shave with a well-known big razor brand every morning, you might be thinking more about how much you paid for the blades than about how smooth your shave is. I'm Andy, the founder of Harry's. We give you a high-quality shave and an expertly engineered product for a fraction of the price that the big guys charge, with no compromises. They have 5 blades, Harry's has 5 blades. They have a lubricating strip, Harry's has a lubricating strip for extra glide. They have a trimmer blade, Harry's has a trimmer blade for the hard-to-reach areas. They charge up to $4 per blade. Our German-engineered blades cost as little as $2. Big brands charge higher prices because they can. Harry's keeps you in mind, focusing on high quality at a fair price. So stop rinsing cash down the drain every morning. Get a great shave for a fraction of the price with Harry's. Get a $13 trial set for just $3 at harrys.com/music. That's harrys.com/music.
Crisis averted in the nation's capital.
There will be no government funding crisis or shutdown at the end of the week. Late Wednesday night and following the House, the Senate passed a short-term spending extension with strong bipartisan support. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
I am pleased that Speaker Johnson realized he needed Democratic votes to avoid a shutdown.
This bill keeps all government agencies funded into January, some a month later, which has doubters like Democrat Patty Murray.
I do not care for this idea of 2 funding deadlines and double the shutdown risk.
But no crisis for now. Tom Foti, CBS News, Washington.
A year after the Soccer World Cup, Amnesty International says promised labor reforms in the host country, Qatar, have been moving in slow motion. FIFA, the soccer governing body, says progress has been made. Qatar promised a fund for migrant workers killed or injured while building stadiums for the event. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary. Attention all investors. The year is almost over and your chance to receive a 100% tax write-off for 2023. Why pay the government more of your hard-earned income while smart investors use proven strategies to reduce their payments to Uncle Sam? You can save thousands of dollars this year off of your taxable income with an investment in domestic energy, while at the same time generate potential income from oil for decades to come. With the current crisis in Israel, experts on Wall Street are predicting oil prices to go up from $90 and could be up to $125 a barrel. Take advantage of the enormous profits that both companies and producers of domestic energy have been experiencing. Hurry and take action before December 31st. If you do nothing, you'll pay your fair share. Or act now and let your money go to work for you. Call Freedom Crude today at 800-549-1985. That's Freedom Crude, 800-549-1985. And let us put your money to work for you. 800-549-1985.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
What a sweet guy. He's a genius guy. Not so pretty, but awfully sweet.
AM 1230.
I'm glad you're here because I want you to hear this.
KXO.
1230.